Have you ever looked up at a sky with no blue, and you've seen a picture of me without you? A picture of me without you, George Jones. Hey, my name's Keith Williams of Fret More Guitar Lessons, where we fret more, stress less, make a whole lot of music. And I'll make a little music on this song today and do a little fretting on this thing. Lori Morgan also had a version of this out, a great version, so check that out. Now, explain a little bit to you about this song. It starts out in F sharp, okay, which you can do this. There's F sharp, do the F position in there, just move down. So the F sharp, you can also do an F sharp by capoing up 2 and playing it in E, okay? So it would be E. I'll show you the chords here real quick. E, E7th, A, B7. Now, I'm not going to do the F sharp today. Just want to show you that. That's what he starts out in. But after the first verse, he goes right into, it's a short song. There's 2 verses and I guess what you'd really consider I think a bridge more so, actually. And that's all there is to the song. So three parts really, and 2 of them are exactly the same as far as the progression. And so after the first verse, as I say, he goes from this F sharp to a G. So what I did a cover on this you can check out. I'll put out today as well. And I just did it all in G, just to make it simple and easy and no key changes, okay? And you can do whatever you want to on that. I mean, if you want to do it's going up a half step. That's where you kind of get into the issue as far as you get into having to do bar chords and stuff. So I'm trying to make this easy on you as possible so you don't have to do that. So if you're playing in G, you could go up a whole step. Now, whole step's not as bad because your whole step would be from G to A. You can do that, but it gets a little higher, vocally. Depends on where you want to be there. But again, just staying in the G works too. So I'll show you the G, and you can kind of decide what you want to do there. But so we're going to be in G here. I'm going to use this G because I'm going to do a G7th. That makes it easy to get that G7. Just raise your pinky, put your first finger on the first string, first fret. We've got a C in there and a D. All right. So the beginning of the song is I'm plucking the top string, the 6th string, and just coming up on the first 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the C, 5th string, and I'm putting my pinky on the 1st string down here, coming up the 4th, and then back to the G, and then D, and then on the D, when I go to the D, I'm doing a little run back up to the G, or a little walk up, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to do this in each verse as well. So it's just open 4th. So it's down, up, open, and then the 4th string, 2nd fret, and then once on the 4th fret there. And I kind of may do a little pull off on that 4th there, I ain't sure, but I kind of may do it different times. But anyway, just open 4th, down up on the 2nd fret, 4th string, and then over here to the 4th fret, 4th string, and then just pulling it off there, okay? And that does a little, like I say, a walk up back to the G, something you can use in about any song that's, got a D and a G in it there. So, okay? All right, so we're going to start out with this beginning. Imagine, make sure I told you right on that. The world. Imagine a world G7 where no music C was playing. Now, a little extra thing here I'll show you too. I'm staying in the C or the G position, keeping my pinky down here. I'm just doing like going to the C, like your first 2 fingers of the C chord, where you're on the 2nd string and then the 4th string here. And it's just kind of it's more of a pull off. I'm just plucking the four strings So my ring finger, it's not going anywhere. It's just out there floating. So okay, and then I'm going back to that G there. Okay, so I'm doing that at least twice throughout the song here. So going back to here to think of a church, nobody praying. Here's our run. Okay, let me back up. I'm sorry, I was wanting to do that. Okay, think of a church. Well, I'm gonna have to go back all the way. Imagine a world where G7, where no music was played. Okay, there it is right there. It's after that first line. Just a little pull off there with both those fingers. Okay, think of a church, nobody praying. Here we go. Have you ever looked up at G7, a sky with the sea, no blue, and you've seen a picture of me without you? You might see me raise my second and third fingers there sometimes. I do that occasionally on a G there. So, all right, so the second verse is the same as the first, okay? So, you walked in a garden to the G7 where nothing to see was growing. There's our, okay? Or stood by a river where nothing was flowing. Here's our run again. If you've seen a red rose G7th, unkissed to see by the dew, and you've seen a picture today of me without you. Okay, now this is, like I say, more of the bridge, I would call it, and it goes to the C immediately. Can you picture heaven to G with no angels singing, or a quiet Sunday morning with no church bells ring? Now he does it a little lighter there. You could, he kind of almost stops playing there a few times, and then I still do the run back up to the G. If you've watched G7, that's the heart of see a child breaks into back to the G. You've seen a picture of me without. Now we go to the C here, but still back to the G. Without you. And what I'm doing there is just a hammer on the, I'm in the C position, so I'm doing a hammer on that fourth string with my middle finger because I'm already there. So just an open, and then on the fifth string, and then G. So just, I'm on the fourth string, little hammer on, open, and then fifth string, pull off, and then back to the G there. Just a little ending there. Not saying that's how they do it, but that's how I do it. Okay, so. Do that again in a lot of songs there as far as that goes. So anyway, that's the whole song right there. It's pretty simple song. Just the four chords there, and as I say, unless you want to get into the key change, it gets maybe a little more tricky there, trying to figure out which is the best way to go. And like I say, you can play the bar chords and play it in the F sharp. I mean, either way, if you like I say, if you capo up and you do it in the E position, and then the next, when you go to G, you got to play it in that F position anyway, because so either way you've got to do it. There's not really a way of getting around it unless you go up a whole step, like from G to A or something like that, or you're playing a D and you will go to D to E, But if you go from D to D sharp, then you got to either capo up again or something like that, or get into the bar chords. And so anyway, trying to make it a little easier for you and for me too, because I don't really like to play at F in some of those positions. But So anyway, no crime in just leaving out the key change and just doing it with all G. So it works well. But anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in today. If you could give us a thumbs up on this one, subscribe to us if you would. Check out our links down below in the description. Check out our game Noun Hound. That's our sponsor. A game that my family and I created. And you can buy some products, Fretmore t-shirts and stuff like that as well down there. We have links to products we use that we get a little kickback from Amazon, affiliate with them. And so check out that. We have some music you can purchase, downloads and things down there as well. And be sure to check out other videos out on Fretmore. Share us on social media, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks.